Hey, what's up? Andrey Adison here from elevatetoelite.com. And if you know that you have this big message to share, you know that you have work that you feel called to do, but you feel stuck, you feel fear and self-doubt holding you back from stepping up, showing up, and taking action on what you feel called to do, inside this video, I'm going to share with you 4 ways to overcome the fear of putting yourself out there and getting your message out into the world. And the number one thing that I want to share is to commit to something bigger than yourself. So have a mission that's bigger than you. Because sometimes it's easy for us to just make excuses for ourselves. But when we know what we do impacts other people, when we are aligned with something bigger than ourselves, now we are more moved into taking action because it's no longer just about us. So commit to something bigger than yourself. And then that matches up with number 2, which is to have a deep why. And this why is something that's going to move you internally. This is why it's something that you can connect with emotionally that drives you into showing up and taking action. Why do you believe so much in the work that you feel called to do? Why do you want to get this message out there into the world? Why do you want to create the life that you want? Why do you want to build this business? Why do you want to be successful? That's the question. Why? Keep asking yourself why, and get to the core of what you really want and why it matters so much to you, and make that emotional. Feel that. So when you are aligned with a bigger why, a deeper why, plus a mission that's bigger than you, you'll be compelled to take action. Because now you know that you have a purpose. Now you know that your life and your work has meaning. Now you know that what you're doing is making a difference, not just on you, but on people all around the world, or even if it's just one person, that's going to be inspiring for you. So that's the second thing. The third thing is to get clear on what's at stake. So we can think about what happens if I decide to record a video and no one watches it, right? What happens if I decide to do this sales call and I get rejected? What happens if I ask for this thing and I hear no? And we say, if I take action, what's going to happen? And we think about the negative stuff. But now think about what is at stake if you keep that message inside you. What's at stake if you don't make these calls? How would your life look like 90 days to a year from now if you stay stuck in inaction and you don't show up? And think about that. Is that pain great enough? What will happen if nothing changes? What will happen if you don't take action and you don't share this message and you don't get this in front of people that you need to help? Number 1, yes, your life will be different. And number 2, you are robbing the world of the magic and the gifts and the power and the value that you have inside you. Because there's someone out there right now who needs what you have to offer. And that's my mindset. I don't care if only one person watches this. Because all it takes is just one person watching this and them feeling inspired, them realizing that their message matters, them finally making a decision to show up and become the best version of themselves and get their message out there. If only one person watches this and gets impacted from it, I've done my job. And that's enough for me to go to sleep at night feeling happy. So what's at stake if you don't share your message? What's at stake if you don't show up fully and share that authentic message and the value and the expertise that's inside you? And think about that. So don't just think about the negative of, if I take action, I'm going to get rejected. If I take action, only one person is going to watch this. If I take action, I'm going to be judged. But what happens to you and what happens to other people if you don't do this work? So what's at stake if nothing changes, if you stay in the same position? And then another thing is to question your thoughts. So Byron Katie, she has this powerful question, and it's a simple question, and it just is this true? And so many times we have these doubts, we have these fears, and we're telling ourselves, I'm not good enough yet. No one wants to buy from me. They're not going to watch this. Why would they buy from me when they could just go online and get it for free? People don't have money. People are not willing to invest in change. If I do this, I'm going to be judged. If I do this, I'm not going to be loved. If I do this, and we come up with these thoughts, and the fact that we keep having it on repeat, our mind starts to believe it. But you want to interrupt that pattern, and you just want to ask yourself, is this true? So you're telling yourself you're not good enough. Is that true? Is that really true? Do you have evidence that you're not good enough? Do you have evidence to go against that? And what you realize is that you say that you're not good enough. You say that no one will buy this stuff. And all you're doing is focusing on that. But the moment that you shift it and you say, okay, if I were good enough, right? Do I have evidence to prove that? Do I have evidence to prove that people are buying this? And you start to focus on that. Now, all of a sudden, things will start to show up. You start to notice things that were already there, but you were not paying attention to it because you weren't focused on that. So you want to break that pattern. You want to break that cycle of just that negativity and those thoughts running through your mind. And you want to be able to observe your thoughts and just ask yourself, is this really true? I'm saying I'm not good enough. I'm saying whatever the story is that I'm telling myself, is this story really true? Can I say with 1,000% conviction that this is true? And for the most part, you'll realize that it's not true. There's a story that's holding you back. And the more that you can observe your thoughts and the more that you can question them and you can shift your focus, that's how you'll break through the fear, because now you're changing the story and you're changing how you feel, and that's going to change how you act. So those are the 4 things to help you overcome the fear. And I just want to tell you, if no one else told you, that you matter. Your message matters. You have something that the world needs. And I say this in almost all my videos. You have something that the world needs. And if you know that you have value, expertise that can transform lives, if you know that just at least one person can be impacted in some way because of what you have to offer, it's your duty to show up. It's your duty to share that message. It's your duty to do the work as a messenger, do the inner work to become the best version of yourself so that you have that clarity, you have that energy, you have that focus to do your best work and make your biggest impact. So do not let the fear and the doubt hold you back. What you have inside you is so powerful. And the moment that you realize that, the moment that you commit to getting out there into the world, is the moment that your life can change and the lives of hundreds, thousands, maybe even millions of people can be impacted. Okay, so those are the 4 ways to overcome fear. I hope you got value from this video, and if you did, subscribe to the channel and also click the link in the description where I'm going to share with you how to clarify your message, how to get clear on not just what you do, but the deeper why behind why you do what you do, so that number 1, you're clear on it, and number 2, you can communicate your value in a way that inspires people into action. So to get that, click the link in the description. Go to the next page, enter your email, and I'm going to send you that workbook plus a free bonus video training. So do that, and I'll see you on the next video.